Hello, my fellow readers, and welcome to my latest quarterly review. I can't believe that we've made it to the second half of 2026. I don't know where this year has gone. It's making me freak out a little. But anyway, I figured this is the perfect time. Actually, I wanted to do it a little bit sooner to just go over what I've done for this past quarter, which would have included April, May, and June of 2026. I feel like I don't have as many standout books as I did in that first quarter for this second quarter. The months have flown by, but I'm doing the best that I can, and I don't want to drag this out, so I'm just going to go pass it over to Computer Me, and we'll get a quick look over what I did these past 3 months. So here we are once again, and we're going to start over here. This should be the beginning. Let me make sure. Yep. That should be one of the first books. It's a little bit weird. Okay, so I think I started it here with Murder at the Altar because I finished it in April, but then we technically skip At Night I Become a Monster and move on to A Botanical Daughter. And yeah, I don't know. Let's go ahead and take a look. So again, at the start of this, we were around 175 books read, and so I just kept going. I will be showing the part with the covers, and I'll probably talk more about them then. For now, I'll just go through and check all of these. There was a lot of graphic novels, a lot of manga. I got to finish Jujutsu Kaisen during this time, which was okay for me. I'm just going to admit that. I feel like that series, for me, started off so good, but then by the end, I was like, I don't even know where we're going anymore. And I'm gonna say that's how it ended for me. Like, I just seriously have no idea where that series went. So many people, I don't know, I don't want to do too many spoilers, but I just feel like so many characters. Just so many characters. I don't know. I definitely read a lot of arcs, and I see so many that I like. But again, I'll try to talk about that when I get more into it. Oh, I just thought, oh yeah, there was a Valentine's book thing, so that's what all those quicker stories were. I did finish a couple of H.G. Perry books. I think both of them during this second quarter. One of which I'm desperate to talk about and had been on my to be read shelf for a long time. And I just kept putting it off because I think I was intimidated. And I finally got to it. And I don't know why I put it off because it was so good. Oh, I also have a funny story about Stormbreaker, which you can only see the words for right now. Stormbreaker, I opened in Fairy Loot and had totally forgotten that I had finished that book. So I did my unboxing and talking about like, oh, I don't know, blah, blah, blah. And then it hit my brain that I finished that book already. I don't know. I just, for some reason, and it's not even that it was bad or anything. It just did not stick with me like, at all. It's funny though, I could tell you like bits and pieces of it right now, but for some reason when I opened it, there was just no memory attached to that at all. I want to make sure I don't go too far as well. Yeah, and I think we end here. So I ended the month, I ended the quarter with a Gentle Noble's Vacation Recommendation, which is such a cute manga series. And then I thought that maybe it was ending or had ended because it's been a while. And then I think volume 10 like just released. So I don't know. Let's go look at the gallery section of this, because then I feel like I can actually talk about it. I should have zoomed past all this. Maybe I'll trim this part. Okay, here we are. So again, I finished Murder at the Altar for April, like in April, but my technical like first book would have been A Botanical Daughter. Her Hidden Fire I talked about. I did enjoy that as a first book. I'm looking forward to seeing where that series goes. And Villains Are Destined to Die. I still love that series. I love both the novel version and the graphic novel version. I think you're going to get, one, it's the same story, but I have felt like more development in the actual novelization. I got caught up with Nina the Starry Bride. I feel like Nina might be moving toward the end. I don't think it's going to be an ultra long series. I think I just finished volume 16. I'm not really going to talk about that because that's in this quarter, this third quarter. But I just, I like it. I'm nervous about where it's going, especially there's an event that occurs at the end of that volume, and it makes me a little nervous. Unicorn Hunters, loved it. This was an ARC copy. House of Beating Wings, I talked about. I finally got to that one, and I would recommend it. Seriously, I really enjoyed it. Metal Slinger. Metal Slinger is a bit of a mess, and I just finished the second book, Light Wielder, and they're both a mess. I don't really get the hype. I did love Direbound, love Witch Hat Atelier, like being back in the Shugo Kato world. Prince Freya continues to be a very good, solid series for fantasy. I didn't super love Nocticadia. Just didn't hit. Did like Paladin's Grace. I need to finish the Paladin series, but yeah. And Sea of Charms. This should be out soon, I think. Maybe now. I don't know. Sea of Charms, I read the arc of it. It's very good. Would recommend. And I think the next book in that series has just been announced. I didn't know how far that series was going to go, and I think it's about the cheesemaker, something like that. So I'm excited to see where that goes. Finley Donovan is all right. I think it continues to be an okay, cozy mystery series. The Library of Amerlin is kind of in my book purgatory right now, where I'm not completely sold on it, but I didn't not like it. So I'm waiting to see. Did not like this book. Icebreaker is just pointless. Romance Revival, again, I think this is out soon, but I don't think it's out yet. Very good. Rites of the Starling is fantastic. If you haven't read the first book or this one, and I'm like, okay, what's the first book? It's gone from my mind. It's Sparrow in it. Anyway, read the series. It's really good. And I did like Dead Silence by S.A. Barnes. It's a bit of a science fiction horror, and it was good. It was good. Okay, so The Scholar and The Last Fairy Door is the one that I was saying that I put off. It was on my TBR for a long time because I do like H.G. Perry, but some of her books are a little bit thicker and like more involved than others. And so I was like, oh, I don't know which category this is going to go into. This is so good. It has bits of that academia vibe where the main character goes to, I think it was a new school, whatever, and she meets this group of friends. She gets brought into there. They're doing like all these, well, one, they're very scholarly, so it is very like scholar based and everything. So they're talking about everything and how to work out different things, and they're studying like the fairy lore on top of that. There's a love story intertwined in it, but I can't really talk about everything that happens, but it's remarkable. So this is one that brings in the fairy lore, but it's just so good. Still loving this series, so I finally got to The Night Prince, and then I look forward to ending the year with The Wolf Queen. I think it's ending this year. I don't think maybe it's next year. I don't remember, but I look forward to book 3. Spice and Wolf, still good. I talked about this. Obviously, Hirano and Kagiura and Sasaki and Miyano are just still adorable, wonderful stories. Talked about that one. The Unknown is the upcoming Riley Sager. Weird, but kind of interesting. They're filming a movie that was based on this event that happened. I think it's on this little island where people had fled to it and everybody disappeared. And so they're doing this horror film based on it, but then a lot of truth gets uncovered as well as there's stuff happening current day. And that's about all I'm going to get into with that. So it's weird, but it's really good. Let's see. H.G. Perry also did The Witch Below the Dreaming Wood, and this is the upcoming release. And this one is Arthurian. So if you like Arthurian legend, you'll probably like this one. I enjoyed it. I was surprised by how much I enjoyed it. And it was actually because of this one that I read. When I find it, I'll point it out. I read another book that was like, oh, this is Arthurian. It's the Joe Hill book, which I can't remember the name of, but when I see it, I'll point it out. Throne of Nightmares, I really enjoyed. This is the third book for the Carrie Mascalco. It's the spin-off of the YA series, but this one was good. I enjoyed it a lot. And I wanted to talk about A Dark Forgetting. Eventually, I will get there, because I also really enjoyed this one. Captive Traitor King is the second book after Warrior Princess Assassin from Bridget Kemmerer. So it's the adult romantasy series. It is more polyamorous. This one had some surprising turns. So I would recommend. I also am surprised by how short these books are. I did read the arc of it, so it's not out yet, I don't believe, but it could be out soon. But anyway, I was surprised by what it turns in, especially for how quick the story is. So I don't know how long this is going to go. There's obviously going to be a third book, but I don't know if it's going to have more beyond the third book. I don't know what the plan is at this point, but I'm enjoying it. What happens? I do like all three of the main characters. I like their backstories and where the story's going. So I'm going to keep going. King Sorrow. This is the one that's Arthurian based. But I liked the H.G. Perry book more, which I was kind of disappointed because I do like Joe Hill's books, but this one, I don't know, it didn't hit as hard for me. I also picked back up the Oshinoko series. For a while I put it off because I heard it gets a little weird, but then I've been watching the series and I'm like, it's not that bad. Like, I'll see what happens. Let's see, One Golden Summer. If you have enjoyed the recent release of Every Year After, it is based on Carly Fortune's Every Summer After, and this is the spin-off book from that. So this deals with the older brother. And I read Every Summer After a while ago, and I didn't super love it because I don't super love plots like this. But this one I did enjoy. It's more of a classic love story and betterment of characters. So I did like that one. Sun and the Star Maker I really liked. That was one of my Fairy Loot books. And yeah, I think I'm keeping that one because I did enjoy it. And there's Stormbreaker. Daggerbound, I super loved. I can't wait for that to be released and for more people to enjoy it. It's the second book from T. Kingfisher after Stormheart. I don't remember what the series is called, but would recommend. Again, there's villains destined to die. Read that series. It's so good. I also liked The Storm by Rachel Hawkins. That hit like a kind of a crime thriller atmosphere like that. It was a book I needed at that time. Yeah, nothing too striking. And I think we're coming to the end of this quarter. Something really I want to talk about. I super enjoyed The Bridge Kingdom and Trade Queen. I did not super love the third book. So it's done where this is kind of the storyline of the characters in this one are kind of wrapped here. And then this follows a different main characters. Like they appear, or at least the main male character appears in this book. But I don't know. It felt more drawn out and boring to me. And immediately, like, it wanted to get me into the next book. And I was like, I need to take a break. I'm not super loving this. And I just need a break. Because it was like another, I think, 20 hours or more book. And I was like, I can't. I gotta move away for a while. If Books Could Kill, it might be out now. But this is a cute one. It follows the main character, she's like a sort of rough time, but not like as bad as some main characters. But she just happens to make a throwaway wish that she wishes she were in her favorite author's next book. And usually her favorite author writes these really sweet romances. But when she has a meet cute and goes on a date with the guy, and then the guy tries to kill her, she realizes that her favorite author has taken a turn and is trying her hand at crime. And so she's trying to fight her way out of this wish and survive. And it's also cute, like she ends up stealing a car. That sounds horrible. I think it was like an Uber, and in the backseat there's the guy who was already in the car, and she's like, well, you're coming with me now. And then she recruits him into helping her because he's an English teacher, professor, I think, and has a background in reading crime novels, so she wants his knowledge in helping her to survive. And they're also trying to maybe reach the author to see if she will change the story and make sure they survive safely. So it was fun. You know, it's not gonna, I don't know, I'm probably not gonna be thinking about it too much next year, but it was very fun. I would not have a problem recommending that to somebody who wanted like a fun romance crime novel. Thorn Queen is the second after The Rose Bargain, and I very much enjoyed it. I'm trying to remember now if it's over or if there would be another one. I can't remember now how the exact ending went. I'm gonna have to pick up my book. I don't have a copy of the book yet. What am I talking about? I'm waiting for my Fairy Loot edition, so I can't just check. And sometimes that hurts with my retaining of certain events because I can't like read alongside the audio. Anyway, it was enjoyable. It does pick up right where it left off. I think it wrapped though. I think we are conclusively ended because I'm thinking about the way things were going. I don't think it could go any further. Like it had a pretty conclusive ending. I would be surprised if another book came out. So I'm pretty sure that's just a duology. So if you were on the fence about it, I would say go ahead and pick it up. Because I would be surprised. Like, I feel like it would have to spin off into something else in order to have a further book. Romantasy is so ridiculous. It is very fun and kind of cute, but it's also so ridiculous. Stay for a Spell is kind of cozy and also like self-empowering, and I would recommend that one. The Witches of Cambridge is very Alice Hoffman. I feel like you have to read Alice Hoffman to like know what I'm talking about, but it's very sisterhood based. It's very again kind of like self-discovery based. It's very intelligent. She always writes so intelligently. Like you will be engaged. Your mind will be engaged in thinking in this book, and it is not out yet. I think it comes out in September, but I would recommend it. And there's witches, and Alice Hoffman is best known for Practical Magic and the Practical Magic series. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. The Last Starborn Seer, I feel like was well written, and I feel like it's one I might want to go back and revisit. It's kind of like the Library of Amerlin for me, where I think I enjoyed it, but I feel like I would need to go back and revisit it, especially before another book. And I think I was also hoping that The Last Starborn Seer was going to be a standalone, but I'm pretty sure there's going to be more. So, I don't know. That's my thoughts. I finished it with a Gentle Noble's Vacation recommendation, so don't look beyond that. But that's it for my quarter. I read some successful books. I'll hop over to calendar because I like how this breaks down. So in June, I finished 41 books, which is actually a lower month for me, but I don't mind if I stay around there because it's still a lot of books. And then let's hop back to May. I finished 55 books. And then April, I finished 63 books. Now in April, I went on vacation for a week and I was able to read a lot of books. I don't know if that's going to happen again. But I'm fine with being around like where I am or less. Like I'm fine with finishing less books. And I think just adding up those numbers of finished books, I finished 160 books this quarter. Again, a lot of those are going to be manga. You probably saw when I was going through. There was a ton of manga. Look at all these Nina, the Starry Brides. Like, there's just a lot of manga. And I feel good about that because I feel like I'm also catching up on my manga so that I can get more into this is, you know, what I still have to read. This is what the series that I want to pursue, and these are ones that I'm not. But overall, I think it's been a successful quarter. So until next quarter. So there you have it. That is what I have read so far this year. And honestly, if I stopped reading right now for the year, I would be happy about what I've accomplished. But of course, I am not yet done. There's still plenty more that I want to read. There's a bunch of manga, there's a bunch of books, and many of which have been on my to-be-read list for quite a while. So I will be getting to them, and I will share what I can when I can. It's a little tough sometimes, but I'm trying. That is it for this video. Until next time, bye.